Hello and welcome to Achievers Academy. Today in this video lecture, we are going to discuss about UPSC Prelims previous year question discussion for your economics. Okay. So in this lecture, we are not going to only see the answers. We'll analyze the answer in detail, and along with that, we'll see how we can apply different answer elimination techniques to get the answer. Okay, option elimination techniques to get the correct answer. Okay, because in UPSC exam, you will not able to solve every questions with knowledge. We have to apply some kind of logical reasoning to eliminate the options, the wrong options, and to get the correct option, and from that get the correct answer. Okay, so we'll see. First, we'll see this economics. Then after, we'll discuss about other GS previous year questions of prelims. Okay. So before I will start this lecture, I want to say that please join Achievers Academy for UPSC, OPSC, and other state PCS exams, as well as for SSC, ASO, and other competitive exams where questions are coming from GS. Okay, so in our coaching, we are teaching GS as well as English, mathematics, and reasoning. So the interested candidates can contact in this number. Okay, so let's start the video. See, this is question from 2020 prelims, UPSC prelims exam. Okay, so the question they've asked is, under the Kisan credit card scheme, short-term credit support is given to farmer for which of the following purpose? Okay, so it is one of the government scheme. So in this scheme, government is providing this Kisan credit card, and here they are asking what is the purpose for this Kisan credit card scheme. Okay, so here we'll discuss it in detail, but before that, let's try to solve this question with some logical reasoning. Okay, so the first option is working capital for maintenance of farm assets. Second option is purchase of combine harvesters, tractors, and mini trucks. Consumption requirement of farm households, post harvest expenses, construction of family houses, and setting up a village cold storage facility. Okay, so if even we don't know the detail about the scheme, we can make some logical reasoning and guess that thing, that this Kisan credit card, why government should give this Kisan credit card? To help Kisan to get some kind of credit. Okay, so what can they do of this credit? Either they can increase their production, or to utilize that money in their farming expenses. Okay, so if you if you are using this logic to solve this question, then you can easily eliminate the option number 5. Okay, construction of family house. So government is not providing credit to construction of the house of the farmer. Okay, so if you are eliminating this option number 5, then you can easily eliminate the option A, C, and D, and the answer would be 1, 3, and 4, and the correct answer is 1, 3, 4. So right now, let's discuss it in bit detail. First of all, Kisan Credit Card Yojana is a scheme that offers short-term revolving credit to farmers across India. It was launched in 1998. What is the aim of this Yojana? Is to mitigate any financial shortcoming experienced by farmers during crop cultivation, harvesting, and maintenance of their produce. Okay, so except from this, if some other things are there, then you can easily eliminate that option. Like we eliminated the construction of family house. Okay, so they are providing this Kisan credit card, and their aim was for crop cultivation and production, harvesting of the crop, and maintenance of their produce. So what is the recent news regarding this? Recently, banks have kick-started a Kisan credit card saturation campaign for giving KCC loans to farmers who have not been given such loans. Okay, so earlier this Yojana was launched in 1998, but from 1998 to this 2020, many farmers were left behind and they were not given this facility. So right now, government has started some campaign to give the loans who are left behind. Okay. So what is the data? What are the data? According to the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, currently there are 6.92 crore live Kisan credit cards against 14.5 crore operational land holdings. Okay, so this much gap is there. 6.92 crore Kisan credit cards are there, but operational land holdings are 14.5 crore. So to bridge this gap, government started this campaign. Okay, the scheme comes with ATM enabled RuPay debit card with facilities for one-time documentation built in cost escalation in the limit and any number of draws within that limit. Okay, so it is one kind of debit card. Besides ensuring saturation, banks will also be taking steps to link Aadhaar immediately. Okay, so they are trying to link this card with Aadhaar card so that they can distribute this interest subventions. Okay, so this Kisan credit card covers post harvest expenses, produce marketing loan, consumption requirements of farm household, working capital for maintain farm assets and activities allied to agriculture, investment credit requirement for agriculture and allied activities. Okay, so from this UPSC has asked this question that what is the use of this Kisan credit card? Okay, so even if you don't know this thing, then you can easily apply this logical reasoning and eliminate the wrong answer and can get the correct answer. Okay, so this scheme is implemented by commercial banks, RRBs, small finance banks, and cooperatives. What are the benefits? The features of Kisan credit card scheme is as following. What are the features and their benefits? Farmers will meet their financial requirements along with any expenses incurred during post harvest season. Okay, they can get a loan of Rs 3 lakh. The farmers eligible for KCC scheme will issue a savings account with affordable interest rate. The KCC scheme will facilitate hassle-free disbursement, produce and flexible payments loans. Okay, so these are the benefits of these schemes. And you don't need to keep some collateral. Okay, if you are falling under the scheme, then you don't have to keep some collateral with the banks. These are the other benefits And who are eligible for these schemes? You can be individual farmer who are owners or cultivators, sharecroppers, tenant farmers, self-help groups, sharecroppers, farmers, tenant farmers, etc. Fish farmers, fisheries, self-help groups, urban groups, fishermen who own registered boat and any other type of fishing vessel. Okay. Dairy farmers, self-help groups. Okay. Poultry farmers also are included in this group. Okay. So in this Kisan credit card scheme, not only the conventional farmers, but also the other farming activities like fish farming, poultry farming, dairy farming, these are also included. Okay, so remember this fact. UPSC can ask this question also. Next question. Consider this following statement. The weightage of food in Consumer Price Index, that is CPI, is higher than that in Wholesale Price Index. Okay, so they are saying that the weightage of food in CPI is higher than the WPI. Second option is the WPI does not capture changes in the price of service which CPI does. And the third option is Reserve Bank of India has now adopted WPI as its key measure of inflation and to decide on changing the key policy rates. Okay, so if you know this fact that Reserve Bank of India adopted CPI for the measurement of inflation and to decide changing the key policy rates, you can easily eliminate this option 3 and can get the answer that option 1 and 2 are correct. The statement 1 and 2 are correct. So let us discuss about this little bit in detail. What is the difference between WPI and CPI? Wholesale Price Index, that is WPI, is compiled by Office of Economic Advisor of DPIIT, whereas CPI is compiled by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. WPI, that is Wholesale Price Index, is compiled monthly basis, and CPI is also compiled monthly basis. Okay. Base year for WPI and CPI is 2012, whereas WPI takes into account of 697 commodities and CPI takes into account of 908 commodities. Okay, and the CPI they are calculating is of CPI in urban, rural, and combined. That is combined of CPI, urban, and rural. The WPI includes only commodities. Okay, remember this fact. WPI includes commodities and not services. They've asked this question, this particular thing, that WPI is not considering services. Okay, so yes, WPI does not consider service. And what commodities they include while calculating this WPI are primary article like food and non-food articles derived from nature, and also include mineral, natural gas, and crude oil. Okay, so these are all primary articles, means primary products. Then another form of commodities they are calculating are power and fuel. Power and fuel. So what are these power and fuel? Are coal, mineral oil, and electricity. And manufactured goods like food and non-food items, manufactured food and non-food items. Whereas CPI includes both commodities and services. Okay, services like health, education, communication, banking, etc. So there are like some 40 services which are coming under your CPI calculation. And this CPI divided into these commodities into food, beverages, clothing and footwear, fuel and light, housing, retail, tobacco, and miscellaneous. Okay, so here in WPI, there are 3 categories that are coming under commodities, but here there are 6 categories. Okay, so remember this fact. In WPI, the highest weightage for calculating this index is given to manufactured goods. Okay, so those are manufactured foods and non-foods. That is 64% weightage is given to manufactured goods, while for primary articles they have given 23% weightage and the rest 13% weightage. Whereas in CPI, the highest weightage is given to food and beverages, that is 46%, and service 23%. So from here you can see this fact that in CPI, the weightage for food items has given more weightage compared to WPI. So in this question also they've asked this fact. Okay, and in CPI, as they are not considering this food price, so if any food inflation is there, then it will not come under WPI, but in CPI it will be calculated. Okay, some recent news about this CPI is that recently Ministry of Labor and Employment released new series of consumer price index of industrial worker. So remember this fact also, that CPI industrial workers is calculated by Ministry of Labor and Employment. Okay, so they have changed the base year to 2016. Okay, earlier it was 2001. Right now they have changed the base year to 2016. Okay, next question. With the reference to Indian economy after 1991, economic liberalization, consider the following statements. Worker productivity per worker at 2004-5 prices increased in urban areas while it decreased in rural areas. The percentage share of rural areas in the workforce steadily increased. In rural areas, the growth in the non-farm economy increased. The growth rate in rural employment decreased. Okay, so the question is regarding 1991 LPG reform. Okay, so you cannot remember all the facts regarding this LPG. Okay, after LPG many things has happened. Okay, so it impacted different thing, so you cannot remember all the facts, but in this question you can eliminate some option. Okay, if you have little bit idea about 1991 LPG reform, then you can easily eliminate the wrong options or the wrong statements to get the correct answer. Okay, so let us see. In the first statement they have given worker productivity per worker increased in urban areas while it decreased in rural areas. Okay, so the main aim of 1991 LPG reform is to liberalize the market. Okay, to increase the market. How they can increase the market? By increasing the participation of labor force. Okay, so the labor force are coming from rural areas, the workers are coming from the rural areas. So the productivity will also increase in this rural areas. So you can say that this statement 1 is not correct. Okay, the percentage share of rural areas in workforce steadily increased. Okay, so if in UPSC, if they are asking something like something is increasing steadily or something is decreasing steadily, these are very vague statements. Okay, you cannot say that something is increasing steadily year by year. Okay, some discrepancies, some deviations are there that we have to consider while solving the answer. Okay, solving the question. So by this knowledge, you can eliminate this option 2, and you can get the correct answer. That will be option 3 and 4. Okay, so once again we can see that you can eliminate this option A, knowing the fact that 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is also incorrect. And by this logic also you can eliminate the option D, because in option D 1 and 2 are also there, so you can eliminate the option D. Right now the situation is between option B and option C, so let us see. Okay, that means option 3 is correct. Okay, the statement 3 is correct because it is given in this both options. So let us read this option 4. The growth rate in rural employment decrease. Okay, so in this first statement we analyze that thing, that growth rate and the employment rate also increase this rural areas, but these rural people migrated to urban areas and the employment increased in urban areas, whereas this growth rate in rural employment has decreased. So this fact is also correct. So the answer will be B. Three and 4 are correct. Next question. In India, under cyber insurance for individuals, which of the following benefits are generally covered in addition to payment for the loss of funds and other benefits? Okay, so the question is about cyber insurance. Let us read these statements. Cost of restoration of computer system in case of malware disrupting access to one's computer. Cost of a new computer if some miscreant willfully damages it. Cost of hiring a specialized consultant to minimize the loss in case of cyber extortion. And the fourth statement is cost of defense in the court of law if any third party files a suit. Okay, so this is very easy. Okay, why I will say this question is very easy? Because the options are like this. Okay, if you can use little bit of your logical brain, you can easily eliminate the wrong statement. Okay, so read this statement. Statement number 2. Cost of new computer if some miscreant willfully damages it. Even if you don't know about cyber insurance, you must be knowing about other insurance, like your insurance of mobile or other commodities, other goods which you are purchasing, and insurance is available for that product. Generally, while applying for your insurance, they are saying that if you are damaging willfully, if some product is damaged willfully, then they will not consider under this insurance. Okay, so if you apply this logic in this question, then you can easily say that this statement 2 is incorrect. That is the cost of new computer if some miscreant willfully, okay, if you are willfully destroying your computer or some other products and going to insurance company and asking for the repair cost or the damage cost, they will not give you that amount. Okay, so in that logic you can easily eliminate the option 2. Okay, by eliminating the like statement 2, you can eliminate the option 1, option A, C and D, and you can easily get the answer 1, 3 and 4. That is option B is correct. Okay, So let us see in detail about this cyber insurance scheme. So the cyber insurance policy, it was set up, or it was given by setting up one committee by IRDAI, which recommended cyber insurance policy. Okay, so in this policy, they are considering this cyber risk. Okay, so what is this cyber risk? Cyber risk is commonly defined as exposure to harm or loss resulting from breaches of or attacks of information systems. Okay, so the cyber risks are generally the attack on information systems, the harm or loss creating from that threat. Okay, the policy will protect the policymaker from cyber crimes. So this policy will protect the policy holders, those who are holding this policy. They will be protected under this cyber security policy. Okay, what is the background? In October 2020, the IRDAI had set up a committee for cyber liability insurance under PYQ. So in this COVID-19 pandemic, as many people are inside home and they are using their computer, laptops, and online sources for their work. Okay, because most of the industries are closed right now, and the work from home trend is going on. Okay, so in this work from home, people are using internet more. Okay, so they are vulnerable to this cyber threat also. So to protect them, this policy has set up some criteria. So what are the details they have highlighted in this policy is that according to the committee report, the number of internet users in India is currently estimated 700 million. Okay, so this is a large number. India was ranked as the second largest online market worldwide in 2019, coming secondly to China. Okay, so remember these facts. The number of internet users is estimated to increase in both urban as well as rural regions. This number is increasing rapidly. So also is the number of users online banking. Okay, so this online or the internet penetration is increasing in rural as well as in urban areas, and with increasing this rate, the rate of threat is also increased day by day. So to protect them, this cyber security policy has come forward with some criteria. So what are the features of an individual cyber insurance policy? So it covers the theft of funds, identity of theft cover, social media cover, cyber stalking, malware cover, phishing cover, data breach, privacy breach cover, etc. Okay, so there are like these points. There are other points also which you cannot remember, but by using your logical mind, you can easily eliminate the wrong answer. You can get the correct answer. So let us discuss about this cyber attacks. What are the ways of cyber attacks in detail? First is phishing or spoofing attacks. What is this phishing or spoofing? Spoofing is an identity theft where a person is trying to use the identity of a legitimate user. Phishing is where a person steals the sensitive information of users like bank account details. Okay, so in spoofing, the theft are trying to hide their identity. In phishing, the person steals the sensitive information of users like bank account. Okay, so in phishing, the cyber criminal can get your information like your bank account details, other passwords like your mail passwords or those important documents passwords. Okay, by this they can do the cyber crimes, like they can thief or they can steal your money or some account detail from your data. Then what are these malware and spywares? Spyware is classified as a type of malware or the malicious software designed to gain access to or damage one's computer. Okay. Often without one's knowledge, spyware gathers one's personal data, information, and relies it to advertise data firms or external users. Okay, spyware is nothing but like one spy. So as the spy can easily trespass through your territory and can collect data, like this spyware also can easily gain access to your computer without your knowledge and can get the data from your system. In the SIM swap, original SIM get cloned and becomes invalid. Okay, so they can clone your SIM and get the data. Those are stored in this SIM card. Credentials stuffing. In this credential stuffing, it is a type of cyber attack where stolen account credentials, typically consisting of lists of usernames, email address, and the corresponding passwords, are used to gain unauthorized access to user accounts through large-scale automated login requests directed against your web application. Okay, and other cyber attacks like man-in-the-middle attacks are linked with this online payments or transactions. Okay, so these are the details about cyber attacks. The next question. See, this question number 16, that is that came in 2020. They are asking if you withdraw 100,000, that is 1 lakh rupees in case from your demand deposit account at your bank, what will be the immediate effect on aggregate money supply? Okay, so they are asking about the money supply in the economy. Okay, even if you don't know about the money supply concept, then with this statement that immediate effect, you can easily say that immediately there will be no effect on the economy. Okay, so the answer will be it will leave it unchanged. But if you see this technical details, the fact about narrow money and broad money, if suppose say we are like transferring some money or withdrawing some money, so the money will be transferred from this current account, saving account, that is from demand deposit in commercial banks to coin and currency with public. Okay, suppose say in public, in the hand of public, 10 rupees are there, and in commercial bank 5 rupees there. Okay, so the total money supply in this situation will be 15. Okay, but when you withdraw the money from your commercial bank, then this 5 rupee will be added in this segment. So the coin and currency with the public will be 15. Okay, this thing will change. This commercial bank demand deposit will be changed, but the total money supply will remain the same. That will be 15. So the immediate impact will be nothing. Okay, so there will be no immediate impact on the economy if you withdraw some money from your current account, saving account. 15th question. This is purely one analytical type of question where they have asked, if another global financial crisis happens in the near future, which of the following actions policies are most likely to give some immunity to India? So this is one kind of decision making statement. Statement 1, not depending on short term foreign borrowing. Option 2, statement 2, opening up to more foreign banks. Statement 3, maintaining full capital account convertibility. Okay, so if you see this statement 2 and 3, you can say that by opening up more foreign banks, you are more vulnerable to global crisis, because the bank branches are already in the foreign soil. So if that foreign country is vulnerable to financial crisis, your bank will also vulnerable, and it will impact our economy also. In statement number 3, maintaining full capital account convertibility. So if you are converting your full capital account, also you are vulnerable to your global financial crisis. Okay, so by eliminating this statement 2 and 3, you can eliminate the wrong answers like option B, C and D, and the answer should be A, that is one only, not depending on short term foreign borrowing. So, okay, this 14th number question: the money multiplier in an economy increases with which one of the following? Increase in the CRR, increase in the bank habit of population, increase in statutory liquidity ratio, increase in population of the country. Okay, so the fact, you remember this fact, that money multiplier inversely proportional to the money reserved in the bank. Okay, so the more money the bank will reserve, a CRR or SLR, the less they can invest in the economy, and the money multiplier will also decrease. Okay, so the more money they reserve, the less they can spend, and the money multiplier will also decrease. So with this fact, we can eliminate the option A and option C, and there is no link. Like if population will increase, then there is no link that money multiplier will increase. There will be other problems also in this country. So by this you can get the answer that option B is correct, that increase in the banking habit of the population. If you are increasing the banking habit, then they will take more loans, or they can do transactions more amount, so that the money will be supplied in the economy in more quantity, and the money multiplier will also increase. The next question: which one of the following is not the most likely measure of government or RBI takes to stop the slide of Indian rupee? Okay, so if Indian rupee is sliding, that means the value of India rupee is sliding. That means right now if $1 is 70 rupees, and the sliding of rupees means the weakening of the rupees, that means $1 will be 80 rupees. So what government will not do to stop this sliding of Indian rupee? First option: curbing imports of non-essential goods and promoting exports. Okay, so first statement is telling about increasing the export, promoting the export. By promoting the export, you can get more foreign rupees, like more dollars. So the dollars are more compared to previous situation. So if you are increasing dollar and the rupee is constant, then the value of rupee will also increase in this first situation. So they will adapt this stand. Second option: encouraging Indian borrowers to issue rupee denomination masala bonds. Okay, so by issuing this masala bonds, the investment will be more in this bonds, and the rupee value will also increase. Option C: easing conditions relating to external commercial borrowing. Okay, so if you are easing this policy, that external commercial borrowing, so the more foreign borrowings will come, and the value of rupee will also increase. Option number D: by following expansionary monetary policy. Okay, if you follow the expansionary monetary policy, then the rupee or the currency will increase in the hand of people. Okay, so if government is following this expansionary monetary policy, government will not follow actually. RBI will follow this monetary policy because government is doing the fiscal policy. So if RBI follows this expansionary monetary policy, then the amount of currency will increase in public. So in this case also, when the amount or the quantity of currency, Indian currency will increase, it will decrease the value of your currency. So RBI will never accept this approach to stop the slide of Indian rupee. If RBI will accept this approach, then this sliding will continue. So RBI will never adopt this approach. Consider the following statement about purchasing power parity. Consider the following statements. Purchasing power parity, that is PPP, exchange rates are calculated by the prices of the same basket of goods and services in different countries. In terms of PPP dollars, India is the 6th largest economy. Okay, so the statement 1 is correct. If you know this fact that PPP, India holds 2nd rank, then you can easily eliminate this option 2 and can get the first answer. Let us see what is this PPP. PPP, it is a rate at which the currency of one country would have to convert it into that of another country to buy the same amount of goods and service. Okay, that means in US, if you are buying few things of $1, then in India, in 70 rupees, how much commodities you will buy? Okay, because if $1 is 70 rupees, so in this $1, if you are buying some 4 commodities, and in 70 rupees you are buying some 6 commodities, then the value of Indian rupees is increased. So that is the PPP. See this fact that PPP exchange rates are constructed to ensure that the same quantity of goods and services are priced equivalently across countries. Okay, so in the same price, how much commodities you can buy. PPP exchange rates are used to convert the national poverty lines from some of the poorest countries in the world determine the global poverty line. So in India also, this Tendulkar committee considers PPP for calculating the poverty line. So some data also you can see that PPP of Indian rupee per USD at GDP level is now 20.65 in 2017 from 15.55 in 2011. The exchange rate of USD to Indian rupee is 65. So it is one old data. Okay, that in 2017 the exchange rate was 65 rupees, normal exchange rate of USD to Indian rupee, whereas the PPP was 20 rupees per dollar. Okay, so by this you can say that maybe India's GDP is not that high if you are comparing this normal exchange rate, but if you compare this PPP, then India's GDP is quite well. Okay, so the ranking of India's GDP per purchasing power parity is good. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so the rank is second if you compare this purchasing power parity. So the answer will be B. Okay, second option is correct. So this question, they are saying that which of the following statement is correct regarding Maternity Benefit Act 2017. Okay, so this is also you can solve by using some logical brain. Okay, the first statement is pregnant women are entitled for 3 months for pre-delivery and 3 month post-delivery paid leave. Second statement is enterprises with creches must allow the mother minimum 6 crèche visits daily. Women with 2 children get reduced entitlements. So here, if you see this statement number 2, where they are saying that enterprises with creches and more must allow the mother minimum 6 creches. Okay, minimum 6 creches means even if they are providing the 6 visits, then like they are spending, if the company will allow the mother to visit the creche for 6 times per day, that means at least they are spending some 6 hours daily for visiting these creches. So if they are spending 6 hours daily, then how much time they will work in the company? If suppose the working hour in this company is 8 hours, from this 8 hour they are spending 6 hours in visiting the creches only, then what work or what output they can give to company? So by eliminating this statement, which is the exaggeration, you can easily get the answer. If you eliminate the option number, the statement number 2, you can eliminate the option A, B and D, and you can get the correct answer, that is option number C, that is 3 only is correct. Okay, so this is it. This is the discussion of previous year economics questions of UPSC. Okay, so if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this, and comment in the comment box if you have any doubt. Okay, so before ending this video, I want to request you to contact this number if you are interested in taking our classes for your UPSC and OPSC, other state service exams and other exams like SSC, as well as your ASO and other competitive exams where the questions are coming from your GS section, and we are providing the course for mathematics, reasoning and English also. Okay, right now the crash course is also going on for your UPSC. If you are interested, then please contact on this number. Okay, and I will provide the PDF in the description section so that you can download the PDF. Thank you for watching the video.